Dawn Fraser from Living Your Best Life at 60, and today we're going to be making cinnamon bread. We're going to need 2 cups of flour, 1 egg, 1½ teaspoons of cinnamon, a teaspoon of vanilla, a ½ cup plus 1/3 cup of sugar, a cup of buttermilk, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 cup of butter, and 1/2 cup of brown sugar. So let's get started. We're going to preheat our oven to 350 degrees, and then we're going to spray our pan. We're going to use a bread pan. And then I'm going to line mine with parchment paper. And the reason I'm going to do this is it makes it easy to pull it out. You'll see at the end. We're going to set this aside. We're going to stir together 2 cups of flour, a teaspoon of baking soda, a 1/4 teaspoon baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and a ½ teaspoon of cinnamon. We're just going to stir this together. And we're going to set this aside. In a large mixing bowl, we're going to cream together a ½ cup of butter. And this has been sitting out for an hour. Our ½ cup of sugar and ½ cup of brown sugar. And we're just going to combine this. It's going to take about 2 minutes. It should look like this. Now we're going to add 1 egg. I'm going to mix it in. And you want it completely mixed in, so you're not really seeing any just egg yolk laying around. Okay, we're going to add our cup of buttermilk. And a teaspoon of vanilla. We're going to mix it in slowly until it's just combined. It should look like this. You shouldn't see any of the milk swirls in there. Now we're going to add our dry ingredients to our wet ingredients. We want to stir this until it's combined, where there's no dry patches, but we don't want to over stir it. Okay, and it should look like this. We're going to take our 1/3 cup of sugar and add 1 teaspoon of cinnamon to it. We're going to stir this in until it's all one color. Now it's time to put our batter in our pan. We're going to take half our batter and put it in the bottom of our pan. Okay, we're going to spread this evenly across. Now we're going to take 2/3 of our cinnamon sugar mix and put it on top. I'm just going to use my hand for that. Now the rest of our batter. We're going to spread this evenly across. We're going to sprinkle the remaining cinnamon sugar mixture on top. Looks wonderful. It's time to put our cinnamon bread in the oven. We're going to bake this at 350 degrees for 40 minutes. We're actually going to check it in 40 minutes to make sure that it's done, and if it's not, we're going to add 5 minutes to our timer. I've taken our cinnamon bread out of the oven. Look at that. It looks and smells delicious. We're going to let it cool in the pan for 10 minutes. It's been 10 minutes, so now we're going to transfer our cinnamon bread to our serving plate. And I'm just going to pull up on the sides of my parchment paper and set it down. And I actually can just scoop this out. So see how easy that makes it? Our bread looks amazing. We're going to let this cool completely before we serve. Our bread has cooled completely and is ready to serve. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe. Thank you for cooking with me.